niggas just fucking with me.
It all started with 3 boys, Bright, Tiani, and Mduduzi. Back then, they didn't know they were building more than a friendship. They were building a brotherhood. They called it TMB. First, it stood for Tiani, Mduduzi, and Bright. But later, it became something greater, Total Men Bond. These boys weren't like the rest. They didn't just follow trends, they made them. While others dressed in culture, they showed up in hip-hop gear and said, "This is our culture." Their energy was different, their bond, unbreakable. Mduduzi, the realist, never afraid to call you out, even if you were the leader. Tiani, the calm one, cool, gifted, and goated. And Bright, the fearless one, the visionary, the spark behind the name Mash Rocks. Together, they didn't just move with the crowd, they ran the school. Music became their heartbeat. Every verse, every freestyle, every laugh, it was bigger than sound, it was legacy. When Twin dropped I'm So Tired, the flame reignited. The dream was alive again. They wrote history, real history, the kind that never fades. But that was just the beginning. Rocks would go on to meet new faces, new brothers, new sisters, new energy. Some were real, some faded, but the ones who stayed became family. They made real music together, built real moments together. Through love, laughter, losses, and late nights, they stood tall. And now, the story continues. My gang, more than friends, more than music. It's a movement, a legacy, a family bound by beats, loyalty, and dreams. Because no matter how far they go, they'll always remember where it all began. TMB forever, my gang for life.
As time moved, what started as 3 boys vibing became something bigger than they could imagine. TMB wasn't just a name anymore. It was an energy. They turned the school into their stage, every hallway their arena. People started to notice the way they dressed, the way they talked, the way they moved. They didn't follow trends, they made them. While others waited for permission, they created their own lane. Music, style, identity. Bright, the visionary. Mduduzi, the voice of reason. Tiani, the calm flame that kept it all together. Together, they were unstoppable. TMB became Total Men Bond, and the legacy started writing itself. One rhyme, one moment, one brotherhood at a time. What began inside school walls didn't stay there for long. The brotherhood grew, not by force, but by energy. People felt it. They wanted to be part of something real. Soon, more faces joined the circle. Some from different hoods, some from other schools. It wasn't about fame, it was about family. Everyone brought something to the table. One had the vision, another had the sound, some had the hustle, and others had the heart. Together, they built something that couldn't be copied. A code, a bond, a lifestyle. The laughter, the studio nights, the shared dreams, it all became part of their DNA. They started to realize this wasn't just friendship. This was legacy in motion.
But every story that rises meets its storm. As the circle got bigger, not everyone carried the same heart. Some came for the vibe, but not the vision. There were moments of doubt, of silence, of distance. Friends who once felt like brothers started fading into strangers. The world outside the gang started changing too. Fake ones appeared, real ones stayed. There were girls who switched sides, and others who became sisters, holding it down when things got rough. Through it all, the core never lost itself. They learned that loyalty isn't proven by words, it's tested by time. The challenges didn't break them, they sharpened them. Every betrayal, every setback, every silence became fuel for the music. for the story, for the grind.